Hey there, welcome to Oldman Runner. In today's vlog, I'm going to talk about health data. So today I'm going to talk about health data. I'm very lucky that I went to the consultant yesterday. I don't have prostate cancer. Thanks everybody for all your good wishes, and they go back in return. But what I've been doing for a number of years is collecting health data. The doctor, I do it twice a year through blood tests, that captures a lot, but I do regular day-to-day stuff. And in today's vlog, I'm going to show you through some of the data capturing devices that I use. So first up, the Withings sleep analyzer. So this is it here. It goes under the mattress. It's a small arm length wide. It just fits under your mattress, plugs into a USB. I use it, but I don't do anything with it. I mean, the reason I showed it to you, it's usually under the bed, obviously, goes under the mattress, not under the sheets, right under the mattress. And it tells your heart rate and various other bits and pieces. I get a sleep score every morning. It tells me whether I've got good or bad sleep and whether it's deep and blah, blah. I suppose the main thing is it tells you about sleep apnea, which I think is good. That is a hard to detect sleep problem. I get a lot of sleep as it happens. I'm not the kind of person to stay up all night just watching the TV for the sake of it. If there's nothing much I want to do, yeah, I'm quite happy to go to bed, try and get at least 8 hours a night. And I can't sleep, wake up in the middle of the night playing Wordle. Well, I hope none of the rest of you are afflicted by that, but that tends to happen to me. But I use the sleep analyzer and it keeps all the data. It gives you a sleep score. As long as it'll tell you if you snore, but then most of us have the elbow and the ribs will tell you pretty quick if you snore. So I use that. It's passive. It's there. It connects to the Withings app. So Withings, they used to be Nokia Health. I think it's a French company, and they do a variety of devices. I've got most of the different ones, and they all link with Apple Health. So I get up in the morning, that's already recorded in my night's sleep. I step on the Withings scale. I've got a Body Plus scale. It tracks my weight. I'm very interested. I weigh myself in the morning. First of all, go downstairs, go to the toilet, weigh myself. I do this reverse at night, go to the toilet, weigh myself without any clothes on. And then I keep a very close eye on my weight. As it happens, I'm probably a couple of kilograms heavier than I want to be at the moment. The ending of COVID restrictions in Ireland, the good news last week, a couple of other things have meant that, yeah, a big one actually, funny enough, is I think the loss of a couple of kilometers a day walking with the dog. So that has affected things. But effectively, I keep an eye on it, and as I get closer to Zurich, I'm going to trim down by a couple of kilograms. It's St. Patrick's Day this week. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Banach Dina Féile Fáric. And so what we're hoping there is that that'll be the end of the sort of enjoyment season, such as it is of having a lot of fun and nights out. It's also my birthday this week, so that'll be stopped, and then I'll trim down and I'll use the scale to do that. The scale wishes you happy Christmas. It does all sorts of, or maybe it's Happy New Year. It tells you the weather, all sorts of stuff I don't need to know from the weighing scales. It also does a lot of other data other than just your health. It does your fat composition, all that. I'm not sure how accurate that is, but I have it. And like most of the Withings data, there can be multi-user, and it'll tell. I used to think it was telling me weather pressure because it said bar on it, and then I realized it's short for Barry. It took me a while to figure out, but I use those. And so I've come downstairs. The bed's up there, and then I go downstairs having weighed myself, showered and all that, and then I sit there in peaceful contemplation for about 5 minutes, where I go through various things. This Course Pace 2 will measure my heart rate, and it also does sleep tracking. I wear it pretty much all the time, but I don't do anything with the data. This Apple Watch also does a variety of data, and I link the data from this in with the Withings app. But effectively what I do with this, so I go downstairs and I sit and try and be calm for 5 minutes, let the blood pressure be as stable as possible, because what I do in here is I do the ECG. So you hold the thing for 30 seconds and it sends a note to the iPhone telling you do not have atrial defibrillation. Most of the time it says that. So that all goes okay. I check the blood oxygen level. I don't know that it's that accurate. I'm a bit dubious about it, but I do that. And again, all I'm trying to do is see it as relatively normal. So I do both of those. I then take the Withings thermometer and press that and stick it up against the old forehead, and that'll take my my temperature. Since this is the second one I've got, I don't like it all that much because I find it takes ages to go through to the Bluetooth, but I use it. I mean, and you can set it to centigrade or Fahrenheit. Since I've had, that's the second one I had, one broke, and I think I've had it 2 years or something. I've never had a temperature, so that's pretty lucky. But then we've been indoors for 2 years, pretty much for most of us, in terms of not meeting that many people. But anyway, luckily enough, haven't got a fever, didn't catch COVID, all that. But that is quite good. I do like to keep an eye on the temperature, and so I do that, and then sitting in all that time, then I'm waiting so everything is really calm, and I stick this thing on, this is a Withings BPM core, and it sort of flicks around. It's not that easy to get tight, but you go like that. I sit still, my arms still, as I do with all the other things. You press that button, and it takes 3 blood pressure readings. They go into the app, and then it also has a digital stethoscope. So it's got a little sound monitor you push it against. I don't wear a t-shirt when I'm doing all this, though you can apparently. And I turn off whatever sounds are around the place, and then I hold it tight, and it does a digital stethoscope. Now, all of these things then go into the Withings app, and I'll show a clip of some of the things in the Withings app, and then the Apple data goes in with my steps and all sorts of stuff. And all I'm trying to do is see if there's a change in anything. The absolute values don't bother me too much. Yes, it's nice if everything's green. It's lovely if you got 100% for your sleep. I don't think I ever get 100% for my sleep, maybe once or twice. Last night it was 65 for some reason. Anyway, never mind. So I'm trying to keep a close eye just to see if anything changes. And if anything changes, I head off to the doctor. And very fortunately, I've had really fantastic health, apart from a few scares every now and then. And hopefully it'll stay that way. So happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Thanks for watching. See you next week.